Tell them run it up. I wake up. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip this. Wet. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip this. Wet. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. 9 out of 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and Tom Brady. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip this. Wet. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip this. Wet. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. Y'all gon' make me take that trip way out to Europe. I call up Nigeria, come through in a hurry. Those London boys don't come to play, you should get worried. One false move, find yourself there getting buried. Dance with the devil, used to love playing those games. Made some bad decisions that brought my mama pain. I made a promise to her, swore that I would change. I'm on the come up, bet I live up to my name. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip this. Wet. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip this. Wet. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up.
Came for my wins, I need my hands. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Came for my wins, I need my hands. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. I'm on my job, I get it done, but you should know that. Shine like a sun, a 101, you should know that. I get the front and in the back, you should know that. No need to stun, it's never cap, you should know that. All I know, 10 toes, never fold. Bang roll, on the go. Ice wall, ice wall, ice wall. Came for my wins, I need my hands. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Came for my wins, I need my hands. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. I miss my baby, so I hit them on the FaceTime. I need it all for them, so no, I cannot waste time. Facing these oceans, feel the water on my waistline. We trust the process and my only know it takes time. You can get it, got no worries, I'm gon' make mine. Going global, I'ma get it out the state lines. Paying taxes at a more than what you make now. Different bracket, eating off a different plate now. For my wins, I need my hands. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. And for my wins, I need my hands. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in.
Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you.
Good morning all. Happy Thursday everyone. Hope we are all good. And yeah, let's get it. Price moving here. We had a little bit of speeches. Gonna talk about it. Tell you guys what's up, what's been happening. And yeah, I wish we had this move yesterday morning at this time when we were executing. Would have been ideal. So let's have a look what's going on. And let's run down. Let me make sure all systems go. Give me a sec. Yeah, we look all good here. We look all good. And ready for action. So let's start off here with the news today. Today is gonna be Thursday here, so we do have a bit of a German bank holiday for today. So yeah, definitely something interesting. German bank holiday. You know, in terms of trading, obviously assets like the euro, DAX, stuff like that might see a little bit less volume since it's a bank holiday in Germany. So keep that in mind. A bit of CPI coming up soon for the Swiss franc, which is you know, inflation data here, seeing what's going to happen. And yeah, not too important really for us unless something major. Later on, some unemployment claims for the US and some PMI as well. Otherwise, for the rest of London session, we are clean. If we're coming back onto the charts here, looking what's going on, we've just had this huge dump. Reason we had the dump is we've had some speaking from Bailey here, but this is from The Guardian, guys. The Guardian is obviously a news media outlet here. They're the ones who spoke about this. It's not really the most reliable source here. It's not him from the direct source saying this live. I don't know what he would be up at 6:30 a.m. right now, you know, speaking on a mic. It's like, good morning, 6:30 a.m. You know, interest rates. He's guy sleeping, man. Like, come on. He needs to get his act together. Don't know why. Apparently he's speaking because I'm watching Middle East events closely. Man, what are you doing at 6:18 a.m.? He's probably up from yesterday. I don't know what he's doing, guys. I don't know what he's doing at this time, but he needs to get his act together because who talks at that time? Like unannounced. So yeah, he obviously is talking about chance of more aggressive rate cuts, which is, you know, obviously weaker for pound instead of keeping rates higher. Dumping pound here in the short term, we're seeing a pretty aggressive move. We have moved currently around 127 pips already before the session even starts. So most of these moves here coming in from news here. Even yesterday, this move here, news. This move here, news. This move here, news. So, you know, this is something, you know, definitely interesting to see. And yeah, rejecting of the highs. Let's go ahead and do some analysis here. So start off with daily time frame. Closing nicely bullish. Daily time frame did close above the range here. So does have the possibility to form a higher low and, you know, consider bro, dude mon. Shit, bro. You know, obviously comes here and closes above, and you know, does have the chance to start to flip and go bullish here. You know, it is potential here, especially with this news. Now right now 4 hour gave us a mixed session bias coming into the session, so sells did make sense if we got the opportunity without news here. Right now we've tested these pre-market highs. We've kind of pushed through, no problems here. We're coming down and just retested this previous 4 hour support, so we're gonna write that P4S, something like that. So we just tested this previous 4 hour support. If sells are going to make sense today, that's where it's going to make sense. Now ideally we want to see pullbacks to continue down. That's what we need right now, is to see pretty much deeper pullbacks to continue down. At 30 minutes, do we have clean candles? Yeah, on 30 minutes it's clean. 15 is a little support here. We can just draw a little box here, drag some of our key levels. Man, price is moving fast here, so 193 we need to keep into consideration here. There we go, put it something like that, and then we can bring 500 back as well. We're moving pretty fast right now. So I would like to see some sort of retracements now. If we're going to continue up, we need a change of structure. We need a change of structure to prove to us we want to continue towards the upside. We don't want to just end up buying a move that does what? That ends up rolling over and failing, something like this. And then your sells just continue, and that would be a great selling opportunity. We want to see change of structure come through. That's going to give us the buy opportunity, potential to retrace this move, and potential actually for higher time frame. Higher time frame, you know, it's going to give us higher time frame buys actually, to be honest, and leaving runners is not going to be out of the questions from this potential spot if we were to get that set up. So yeah, it is juicy. Especially retesting previous 4 hour highs, this could create another higher low, and then boom, we leave the range here. Definitely possible. and definitely possible to reach the highs. So let's see how price action forms and then react accordingly. GBP USD on the other hand, same dump we got GBP USD. We need to go and reanalyze. This was obviously a nice, holy crap, look at that closure. Isn't that perfect? Isn't that perfect closure? Man, what a gift that would have been to 7.4 pip stop loss and gifted a 74. Holy, 1 to 10. Yeah, that doesn't happen every day, of course. But yeah, you know, we get punished yesterday for taking the exact same sells below, and today a little bit earlier thing happens, right? So this is it. So let's see what happens here. Right now it's kind of tough because the difference with GU right now is we've hit target here for the sells, so it's kind of game over for sells for the short term here. That news just drove us a whole LTA range we had cooking. I mean, if I've never seen a perfect 4-hour close, this is a perfect 4-hour close. Like, close below the range. Like, holy crap. Like, why do we have to have news that gives us that? Like, this is really nice. Right at 4-hour support was not a good with that GU close. Was perfect close, man. It was perfect close. Very, very clean. 4-hour support is previous 4-hour support. Not too bad. You know, we crossed through with a wick. Even if you mark it here, it was still decent because you have room to get to that 4-hour support, right? If you look at scale, right? Scale, like imagine, forget this candle, but scale, yeah, look, it's like 5.9 pips. You have already 3 pips. That's 50% of your TP, right? 50% of a 1-to-1. It's enough to make a decision considering how big your stop loss is, right? And then with volume, you can push through, right? I was watching, not what my target was my decision. Yeah, but you have to realize that's 50% target. Imagine that was, you had a 20 pip stop and there was a 4-hour resistance 10-12 pips away. Makes complete sense, right? Makes complete sense. But trading outside volume times without stop loss above proper structure is going to be punishing, right? We got punished for it. You would be breaking the plan anyways, but today you get lucky with news, right? And that's just how it's been. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, I agree, Harold. You know, it is exactly the point here that we have to make. So, you know, there's gonna have a few discussions today, some key points that I've gone through and some key things. So we're gonna discuss that a little bit later. But right now for GU, we need more price action. Obviously, heavy dump on pound pairs. We just need them to settle, form some price action, and then we can react accordingly. In terms of bias today on GU, previous daily bearish, previous 4-hour also bearish. So we are bearish bias session, but reached target already. So we could bounce from here. If I'm gonna counter trend and we expect GBP strength, I might as well just take it on GJ. Since GJ is not, it is mixed bias, so it would make more sense to be executing on something like that. Now, if we're gonna look at gold here, gold is getting a little bit choppy in this range, slowly but surely. Yesterday, New York session, only one option was available yesterday, New York session, which was set up for close in the range. This 15-minute break of structure and then break of lows here. So we see 15-minute come up, form resistance too early, nothing broke lows. We then see liquidity grab and then close below. This is here a good selling opportunity, breaking these lows, stop loss above the highs here to continue down and fill the range, 70 pip range here. Very clean opportunity here. Your trade would look something like this. Came a little bit late though, late move. I was working at that time. So this is how your position would look. And TP going to be the support here, break-even level, of course, the 2650. I would argue 2650 before the 4-hour support. So I would say even earlier you want to be looking for break-even. And if you look at that on a 30-minute, makes complete sense, right? You can see how we close back inside of the range, and that's exactly the setup there, right? That's the setup, and that's what you're looking for. So yeah, if we're having a look at how that is populated, we came back, we tested the bottom of the range, faked out yet again. It's a double fake out zone. This is a very tough zone selling the lows, so I'd be very careful in the future selling these lows, right? Selling these lows, I'll be very careful because look, you come to these lows, fake out, come to these lows, fake out. So be very careful selling these lows. Now, in terms of what's going on right now, daily time frame did what? Daily time frame closing bearish here, but with a long rejection wick. We're seeing 4-hour time frame on the other hand, also closing bearish here. So more, not the best, you know, close in terms of daily for continuation down, but 4-hour looks like it does want to try retest down and towards the support here eventually. 1 hour is getting pretty close into a rejection zone. You can see these wicks. We're pretty much in the lower half of the range. 30-minute as well, and 15-minute is basically sitting at a tiny little support, but this support is warranted by these wicks here, right? So we can make this like a little 15 like this. So Ideally, we want to see liquidity grab up first. After liquidity grab up first, we can look for what? We can look for the sells, right? So we want to see some sort of liquidity grab and then come down for the sells. That would be an ideal scenario in this instance here. 50 would be a target here, 24.50. But we want to see liquidity grabbed at the moment since we have already pushed, right? So this, if you look at the setup, liquidity was grabbed here, we broke, and then we're kind of playing out this 1 hour setup so far, playing out this thing. This is nasty. You can see how liquidity was grabbed, so I would assume that it's going to punish. At least I want to see a retest up to here before getting below, or I want to see full liquidity grab, because selling lows has been extremely unprofitable move right now in gold. And I want to show you this. Many people will not see it, but it's been extremely unprofitable selling lows, right? Watch this. Sold lows, reversed, then continued in your direction. You got screwed on this reversal, because where's stop loss gonna go? Stop loss is either, if you got in early, it's gonna go above this high, or stop loss is gonna go above this high if you waited for this close below. What ended up happening? Boom, reversed and then continued in your direction. And you can see that happened here as well, right? When this candle closed below here, reversed first and then continued. Continued a little bit, reversed first, then continued. Potential reverse first, that's going to be the question we have to ask here. So if we get that confirmation, it's going to be better, because then we don't have to worry about that reversal, which is the pattern we've been seeing since the morning. So why should we try fight against that and put ourselves in a difficult situation? The only time we can go against that is if we do see more information as to higher time frame closes below, like 1 hour and stuff, because you can see after the 1 hour close below, the next candle did make a liquidity grab top wick, but it was not a major reversal. So that will give us confirmation. Same thing here, 1 hour close below, we went down first, made a top wick and retested. So I would like to see that retest come through if I'm going to sell gold. We are working on it right now. You can see that we are pushing up here, coming pretty close to that retest zone, which is exactly what we want to see to give us liquidity if we want to continue down. So it's doing what I want, and it's keeping us safe in the meantime by identifying that, right? Identifying that. And yeah, using structural stops, you'll be fine. Yes, but then I don't want to have such a big stop loss and have to hold for such a big target, because then my risk to reward is going to be skewed. So I rather get a better risk to reward. So, you know, that's always going to be better for me here. But yeah, structural stops in this sense would be huge, right? Structural stops right now would be, let's say you took a break of low is around like 60 pips here, but your max target around 30 pips. So even in that sense, it won't make too much sense to try that. So that's why you want to kind of do something else. So yeah, right now as well, we have apparently Bank of Japan talking, which doesn't help. Yeah, that doesn't help. So yeah, we need to let this calm down. Very interesting week here. A lot of randomness during London. And I've learned a lot. Last night I was up 2 a.m. and yeah, man, I went full power mode here yesterday. So definitely so much randomness. Yes, and this is exactly, yeah, especially on GJ. Yeah, you're right, man. And I'm glad people in chat are identifying that. But I have a lot to discuss. I have a lot of notes I've taken here, right? And you know, this is like I'm literally prepared here, like, you know. Holy shit, my phone lagged. You know, I have taken all my notes, you guys can see, fully prepared. So yeah, man. Like the setups, unpredictable, my stats for GJ drops. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's okay to be, even iPhone lags. Yeah, I'm due for a new phone. I'll probably buy myself one soon. I just don't like, I'm a little bit weird because I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel comfortable with this whole AI thing. Like, you know, I feel it's too intrusive. Even though I know they already have all my information, but still. I don't know, it's like, you know, so if I buy the new phone, I don't really like that there's you know, all this AI stuff. You trade till 2 a.m. What do you think? What did I just show? Did I show trading or did I show other stuff? It was working. So yeah, this is it, man. This is analysis for today. Let's see what we can do today. I have a new plan, new execution. Everything is different. Man, holy shit. I'm happy that markets put me in this situation, because Holy shit, I missed something that was very, very clear and simple to me in my head. So, yeah, this is how it is. So if you guys enjoyed the analysis, please do the YouTube business. You know the drill. Leaving a like, I would appreciate that. I always do appreciate that. And yeah, let's get it today. Let's get it today. How many likes we got? 50 likes. I appreciate that. Any likes count. It's the gesture that counts. So yeah. Harry, why didn't you mark the 193.950 on GJ? 193.950. 950, 193.950. Oh, that's a while away, brother. Don't worry about that. That we don't have to do anything with. Look where we are. We're at 300s. Will you tell us what you found and note it down? Of course I will. Of course I will. Just letting people come in. I need people to understand. It's insane. We will hear. Do you mind going over the analysis? We just went over a super in-depth analysis, man. Make sure you show up to stream. Did you get into GJ buys after the stream? GJ buys? No, I left the GJ buys. I left the GJ buys. There was GJ buys setup 3 yesterday. I sent in the free group. Yesterday. If you scroll up, let's go have a look. That was your option, New York. Came a little bit late. You had to be patient, but that was the option for New York. This one came at like around 6 p.m. my time, 6:15 p.m. my time. This was the only option once we get above the highs, because you can't buy into 4-hour resistance. So we had to get above the highs, form structure, always structure. So close above. This is the fake out, right? I mean, you would have got away with it yesterday, because if you put stops below the lows, but stops is big, 43 pips, it wouldn't be an option anyways to do that, right? So your option is saying, okay, fine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look for structure to form. Here's your structure, 2 candle pullback. You can see 30-minute close above, and all it did is make a setup 3. Setup 3 gives you the opportunity to break through high and continue here. Stop loss below the bearish candle as we always run. Now look at how your stop loss is formed here, right? Stop loss is only what? 24 pips. 24 pips. Now that makes sense risk to reward wise. That is what you exactly want. Close above structure, not to FOMO and enter in on this early position here like this. This is too early. Too big stop you're running. Yes, it did work out. You do get a big target here, but the point is that you don't know that at the time. So you always want to wait for structure, right? And then once structure forms, boom, you can now enter break of high, setup 3, which you already have the setup 1 on the 15-minute anyways. You just waited for structure. Stop loss can go below 15-minute low. Then you can, obviously target wherever you want to target, right? Your next targets. And it was very clean to come in here. We had a huge LTA. I mean, it did hit. My max target would have been about here. So yeah, a nice 1 to 2.5. So that was very clean. So we did discuss that yesterday when we were on Zoom yesterday. We were saying, listen, we can't trade at 4-hour resistance. We need to get above it, form structure, and then go. Check gold. What's going on with gold? Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with gold. Whenever there was a setup, price pushed too hard, not giving us entry. All day I watched price but could not enter. That's the only way I see you could enter yesterday. Unless you traded with news yesterday. The other way you could have entered yesterday was this setup here. Very clean setup. Clean candles to the left. Same entry as the 30-minute I just showed. You would enter here, stop loss where? Below here. Again, all after London session. This is pre-New York. Now this setup I don't believe is a very good setup. Reason is this was a news candle. This was ADP, New York ADP, and it does affect the yen, right? USD news affects the yen. So long term that's going to be a losing trade because there's uncertainty of how price is going to move, right? Spread was about 2.5 pips. Well, it's just news anyways. I mean, like, it's just not going to be good to take because what if it gave a liquidity grab down? Like, that's you're done, right? You're stopped out with that liquidity grab just to fly. And we've seen that before many times. News was half hour after that setup. No, if you look, it was exactly at that setup, bro. It was exactly at that setup. I don't know which one. This one, yeah, it wasn't. But this one here, look, 6:15, 16:15. Yesterday news, 16:15. Oh, wrong one. 16:15 is 4 o'clock. 4:15 here. You can see 4:15 ADP. ADP news, 4:15. Same big candle you got on gold as well. So, yeah. I want to see if we're still speaking. Hopefully we've stopped speaking here. Bank of Japan 951, 957. Maybe we're still speaking. The upside inflation risk from a weak yen has subsided. Okay, interesting. The one-sided sharp yen fall seen in July has subsided. Well, no shit, we can see that. Doesn't take a rocket scientist. I don't think there's room for further adjustment. This is typical Bank of Japan trolling. He says that I don't deny there's room for further adjustment, whereas the PM yesterday, look what the PM yesterday says, Prime Minister. Come on, show me. He says, we are not in an environment for additional rate hike. So he's saying we're not in an environment for additional rate hike, whereas today we're getting information saying what? We're getting information saying, I don't deny there is room for adjustment of easing. Like, hello. Hello, what are you guys doing, man? Like, come on. Can we be serious or what? Economic situation changed during the night? Yeah, but this is them typically trolling, right? They're just trolling, doing their typical BS. So this is why, you know, it's very hard to use JPY news to your advantage because they're always changing. They're always changing. Hello? Yes, exactly. GU respecting 4-hour support for any buys. Look, GU buys will be counter trend, but the same buys, if they come on GJ, will not be counter trend. They'll not be counter trend. So if we look at these change of structure here, potentially we can run counter trend. Yesterday, counter trend worked out, right? It worked out yesterday, counter trend. Man, we've pushed so much, we can't even see where yesterday was. Here. It worked out. But look at the difference. We need this change of structure. One more liquidity grab, all of that stuff. Hi, why don't you trade Euro USD? I'm trading GBP USD right now. So that is a USD pair. Also gold is a USD pair, right? XAU USD. So 2 USD pairs. All right, we've got that retest I was talking about, grabbing the liquidity. Now we need basically a close below that range to get the continuation. Smash that like for value. I appreciate that, brother. My son was born today, proud father today in the hospital trading with Harry. Oh, amazing, man. Congratulations. What an amazing new chapter to your life right now. Must be amazing feeling, and yeah, start of a new journey. So that's amazing, man. I wish you the best, and you and your new family, man. Congrats, congrats. Appreciate you sharing that. What day is it today? 3rd of October. There we go. Amazing. Very eager to know your notes. Yeah, once 400 people come in here, I'll discuss my notes. I'll discuss everything. I'll discuss everything because I don't want to. I don't mind repeating, but I want to make sure at least a few people get to hear. On 30-minute gold, the price break below 1 hour, is it a setup 1? It needs to close below for setup 1. Setup 3 would be break of these lows. Right now we have 5-minute setup 2. Aggressive opportunity. So yeah, yesterday guys, I did a full analysis. This is something I want to explain. So what has happened is very straightforward. What we've seen is, this is when markets make a few certain moves, right? When we see a few certain moves happen in the market, right? Harry, did you say we can backtest 23 October because I can't click only Jan start of Feb? No, for GJ only. So what we've seen happen is that normally people start to doubt the system, right? We see people doubting the system. This system has been proved over hundreds of iterations. If we change the iterations, then what ends up happening is that you start to skew the results. We know very small impacts make massive difference. Think about it like this. If you make one mistake per week, guys, one mistake per week, that will end up being over a year, right? And that mistake cost you 50%, right? That mistake will cost you 50% over a year. Why will that mistake cost you 50% over a year? Because of what? Because of 1%, one mistake a week is 1%. So we know very small things make a massive impact. Same thing as changing your approach into the market, right? That would be the same impact as changing your approach in the market. We see that happen time and time again, right? So what you have to understand, right? What you have to understand is you have to understand that the system's probabilities are merely expressing themselves, you know, by reacting to inherent randomness in the market, right? So the randomness is the edge of the system, right? It's the system's edge, that the randomness. So as we continue to execute on 100 or 200, 300 trades as the system, you know, develops for us, right? Without making any changes, the downside of this randomness we're seeing, right, will naturally even out, and the results will cover the true what? The true probabilities of the system. But what happens is that we don't think long term. We are all narrow-sighted, because if you're thinking in terms of years, not months, it makes a massive difference. And this is always how the market has been to view things over time. And of course, the market is here to challenge you. The market's here to challenge your system and the ways that you work. If anyone is here trying to sell you that this is easy, run 100 miles away from them, because we know it's not. So what has developed? What has happened? Well, it's very simple. The market has not been giving us follow through, but it's been giving us pips. So what we had to do during this time is exactly what I did last year. Was during these times, we have to go with a slightly negative risk to reward, because we are getting, look, given 20 pip opportunities, 17 pip opportunities. But these opportunities that give us 17, 20 pips is because there's no follow through. There's no follow through, but we have to secure at that because of the fact that there isn't no follow through. And if there isn't no follow through, you immediately go break even. That way you're not losing. But what happened is, as the system developed over time, my confidence became better that it has to continue more. There has to be more, we can get more continuation. So what happens is that we expect the market to push more, instead of just securing in this period what we're given, if not result in break even. Those are the two scenarios that we could have avoided. But instead, I'm trusted the system so much that I'm like, this will push more when market is not giving follow through. Every single position we did was up 10 pips, was up 17, was up 20 pips, enough to secure at a 1 to 0.8 in these conditions only, and leave the rest to run, right? But what we did is we said we wanted more, but the market wasn't ready for that. And instead of even moving to break even, we just sat there and said, okay, it has to give us that, when the market wasn't ready because of the cycle we're going through. So that is what happened. And then it just became extremely slow because we weren't having those small wins and achieving the small goals during this period. We were focused on bigger picture and looking at what was happening at the past, not focusing what was happening now. Instead, what I started to do is try to say, hey, moves are having outside of volume time, let me change the system. But what I just explained before, changing the system ain't gonna solve anything, because these random things that are happening now are irrespective, because following the system will even it out over time, which has been tested again and again and again and again. Because I have sat here for 1.5 years live showing you a 70+ win rate of a system that is tried and tested. This is something that can't be done easily. So you have to realize that even a period of 30 trades, is irrespective of probabilities, is not going to make any sense. So who benefits in these times? Why online do you see people showing you this skill is extremely easy? Because they adapt a method to form hype. Tell me one other person that is looking to make, like, ask yourself, are other people making money because they adopt a system to where they push in small profits and call it a win? But on offline, suddenly that's where they're making their money offline, which we know is not going to be the truth there. Right? We know that's not how it works, because that's just trying to create, because it's good for business, it's good, it keeps people's morale high, people think good things are happening. But ask yourself, are you actually making money like that? Are we seeing results? Because I can tell you from this system, over the whole year, there is results. There is results. And I can see that not in only myself, because I know, but I can see that in others. There's no way a small knit group here can have results like this, right? Recover, draw down continuously, get payouts, get, past challenges on monthly basis. At this size of a group, I'm telling you, we're not a big group, following a system and it not be having essence long term. So we are focusing too short term, and that's what's happened. So what's happening in this market in this market period? It's not that it's not giving us opportunities, it's that we're not capitalizing on the opportunities by being over greedy and following too much of a overall blanket statement that I need my one-to-one to close, when in reality we need what the market is giving us and make an adjustment. If not, we're out break even until this time pass, and you'll realize over a long perspective of time, over a long period of time, it's only a short iteration where you still make money either way. Of course, in this period, if you do take a loss, your loss will be bigger because you are closing early, but then it's better than just taking more losses. So when I realized that, I'm like, holy crap. The second thing is, every single trade I've entered, and there's only been 3 losses, so it's not bad, but overall, this is what I always do if I ever hit 3 losses, is to go and fully analyze, right? Is what's happening is every single trade I enter goes into profit, but there's no follow through. So if there's no follow through, get out. Don't even trust it. Get out. Take more break evens. Let the trades hit TP if they were to, until you see that come into the market. Take risk in the market, but be extremely conservative. Take 5, 6, 7, 8 break evens. Who give a crap? But out of those, if 2, 3 hit TP and the rest are hitting break even, boom. Until we start to see where price is giving follow through and we can hold through pullbacks. Every single pullback we've held through has not been a successful pullback. It's been a reversal. So that's telling you that if price is pulling back in these conditions, it's no place. It's no place to look to hold for follow through. It's telling you to get out. And that takes some time, and it takes these type of events to happen to be able to look back and adapt to that. But it doesn't mean to change. It doesn't mean to change. So who are gonna be happy in this are people who go online and they go and promote stuff that is not really long-term successful, but it just promotes hype, not proven track records. Because like I'm telling you, long-term, no one wants to show you obviously the hard side. No one wants to show you the hard side. No one wants to tell, look, no one wants to tell you like sit here and say, look, we need a close. And then this for to reject without the close. We know we're waiting for that, right? And we know that that's going to give us the probabilities, but that's how we have to adjust. Now, the thing is that, like I said in the beginning, people like to sell this industry. They like to promote this industry, okay? They like to promote this industry as what? As a get rich quick, easy money scheme. But go find for yourself. Like, please do not spend money and tons of money on someone to find that out. But let's say someone has a monthly subscription, they're hyped, winning every day. Go in and check it for yourself. It does, you know, go pay the money, check it for yourself, and tell me how you do in there, right? Tell me, because I know for a fact every system will be tested. Even hedge funds are tested, guys. Do you know that most hedge funds underperform the S&P 500? They underperform the S&P 500. So their systems are even flawed. So just to think that, hey, a couple of weeks of your system, and that just absolutely wrecked my mind into where I was thinking, hey, I need to force and be aggressive. No, all I had to do was one simple stupid thing, which was be hyper aggressive and hard with break even. Aggressive, that's all I had to do. And then secure a little bit earlier than usual. You know, that's all I had to do, because look, add back the wins. Check this out. Add back 17 pips here, add back 20 pips here, boom, you're back. You're back like nothing even happened. One small thing. And then the rest go hyper aggressive. Yesterday, no follow through, hyper aggressive, get out, break even. Take multiple break even. Let us have a stage of just boring break evens, but there's spits where we make 17, 20 pips. Right? There's times where we make 17, 20 pips, and that's where that will keep you afloat until we see the cycle change. Because over a 5-year span, this is nothing, man. Money is not going to be made in a year. Money is going to be made in 5 years. Money is going to be, that's how I made money. If I think, look, I went back and I looked at, let's say, okay, how am I doing? I actually got surprised. I was like, oh, this is not bad at all, Harry. Like, why am I even needing to consider? But that was a combination of not 1 month, not 2 months, not 3 months. That was being 2.5 years. And the way that's compounded, I was shocked. I'm like, okay, this is really a long-term game, because this is insane. And I'm so focused on what's happening now is that I forget about that. And this was a complete mind opener. And I told you, yesterday I sat here and told you that these are opportunities. They are not bad things. And the opportunity this has given me now is completely taken me from this level to the next level. And I told you it would do that, because I've learned an amazing thing now that I can apply in different conditions. Bring me the same month again, one more time, and see how I cope in it. I make money more than you can imagine, because I know exactly what I could have done. Easily extra 5K last month, because I went and calculated my P&L one by one. And I went and said, if I closed a little bit earlier, how much more would have that added to my P&L? 5K. 5K extra. Because of how many break-evens, but all of those break-evens were hitting 0.7, 0.8. And some of them who hit like 0.5 RR, I wouldn't even move to break-even. I would allow it to come back on me. So this is key. Now, it's only 3 loss. It's nothing major. But it was very key to understand that. Right? Very, very, very key. And holy crap, did that change things. So yeah, that's what I was cooking yesterday. And that's the only adaptation we had to make, man. That's it, man. Such a small thing. Change everything. And this is facts, man. No one's gonna sit here and tell you that. No one. Bro, they're gonna run away from this situation. I promise you. So leave a like on stream for that. I hope that was useful. I went on a bit of a rant. I'm sorry for that. Market's looking good today. Yo, Lanston, hope you're well. So it's better to secure 0.R. No, it's you have to look at if there's no follow through, it's always been a rejection. So the minute you start to see price failing, getting weak, be done with it or move break even. Just for this period. You know? And your system will still be profitable. Yeah, it won't make as much, and obviously if you lose one, you'll lose a little bit more. But why can't we manage as well in this period, right? Why can't we, if we start to go in drawdown, manage close earlier, right? Then we can adjust the risk to reward. Because if we start to manage our positions as well, not letting them hit full stop loss, you've also adjusted that. Like, it's huge the opportunity that there is, and I was just like, holy fuck, man. Like, you could completely change it. And I told you, you need to go through that to realize that. Like, it's insane, man. Like, it actually gives me like this anxiety, like power feeling that, bro, I could have changed so much, man. I could have doubled. But that's what you need as a trader. You need that. It's like an aha moment, and it's been a while since I had an aha moment. But you need to be smashed down at your lowest lows to get those aha moments. Like, it's so important. It's the most satisfying feeling, man. I can't tell you. Like, that is why I love doing this game. Because it's boring without challenges. You know? And the ones who can work through the challenges, the ones who can work through the challenges, the ones who are going to reap the rewards. When should we actually tweak our system? When it's not working over 100 trades? Yeah, but remember, your system should be tweaked in backtesting. If your system's not working in backtesting, it's not going to work in future testing. Remember, it's not the system, it's the majority of the time the trader. A basic system that has worked over 3 years of backtesting data will always work in any market condition with small differences. With small differences. When your advice is XAU, thank you. Like, I'm telling you, man, like, as much as I don't like to go through this, I needed this. Like, this make me money. Like, as much as, yeah, okay, I lose people on stream, all of this shit happens, people obviously start sending me hate, like, holy crap. I can't lie, I've been securing that way. However, that as a new trader, it might be crappy feeling being scared of securing one-to-one, not every time, but more often than before. Yeah, but the good thing is it worked now. Now, long term, we need to fix it when to allow the trades to run, but that's when it starts happening, right? And if the trade's not working out, it's better to close early rather than take full stops in this. Exactly, right? Not only close early, but if the trade just starts reversing, go break even. I'm talking about London. Just go break even, That's exactly, like, every trade we've been in has been plus 15 pips, plus 12 pips, plus 9 pips. But reverse. Yesterday we were plus 6 on GU. That's a lot. For GU. And if you start to see it wane, okay, get out. I don't care, even if it hits TP later, because this is how this conditions is right now. Yeah, this is completely changed, obviously. I won't check GJ plans because it's completely done. If you got out 6 picks, everyone would be like win. Exactly, that's my point, right? It keeps hype, but we know long term it's not doing anything. But let's say we're at a 0.8 RR, 0.7, and in these market, and we start to see rejection, and we know that, hey, rejection has led into reversal, that's it, we can be done. We can be done just for this period. And then as soon as we see follow through coming back, hey, start to leave it. And if it doesn't go, we're break even anyways. Like, you're protected both ways. It's such a way. Now, if we get in a trade and it goes in profit and starts to reverse again, boom, I'm going to be aggressive. So how this next phase is going to work for me, you guys have to be fast. That's all I'm going to say. Like, watch me go through this. All I'm going to be now is hyper aggressive for a small amount of time. Like, as soon as my trade gets in profit, I am going break even for no reason, just because I'm being aggressive. And the ones that play out will pay me. The ones that don't, I'm break even anyways. Until I get consistency, until we see that coming back where I can trust that, hey, I can hold now. Otherwise, I sit and have to observe. But I rather take risk and accounted risk and be safe at the same time. Yeah, there will be maybe 1 or 2 of those trades that you enter and you bloody straight go into drawdown and can't do anything about. But you took risk in the first place. This is not a game without risk. We know that. Sells below 4 hour, buys above. Yeah, we need that. Yeah, I like how you have that change of structure, exactly what we'd want. Bearish buys looking for sells below. Yeah, we can see, look how that liquidity grab happened. We talked about this, right? We talked about this. Wait for closes, wait for retests, and wait for close. You didn't wait for both, you are screwed. That's another loss, right? So avoiding it is just very important. Lanson says market's looking good. What you looking at, bro, today? What you looking at taking? Can you please check GBP USD? Yeah, it's now just at the range lows. It's trying to form. We've had a very heavy move. It's trying to make up its mind. You know, these type of moves here is where a lot of people lose money. A lot of people lose money in these types of moves, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because this is what we call, I don't know if you've heard the phrase, trying to catch a falling knife. When you see price falling down like this, it's like you're trying to catch, literally like this, a knife. You're trying to catch a falling knife. So as price falls down, you're trying to catch. Now, you know that's deadly. That's a deadly thing to do, is try to catch a falling knife. And people do it. And then in hindsight, when you see price back up here later, you're like, I knew I should have bought there. Do not call bottoms and tops. Those are career-ending moves. Instead, wait for what's happening like this here. Wait for structure to form, confirmation, follow your plan, and then execute on that. As you're not catching a falling knife, you're letting price show you rejection, show you retests of zone, and it's educated, not just trying to randomly buy, because at the time that's falling like a rock, man. That's falling like a rock. If GJ close above, would you take it or wait for more confirmation? I'd like to see how this area is in here. Obviously, it's a little bit early. We don't even have 1 hour support or 30-minute support. So I'd love to see 30-minute close support first. You know? Give me a sec, guys. Go to toilet and come back. Just showed a knife live now. You get signals from haters saying you've threatened them. Yeah, I don't know if that will get me anything, but that's how it is. It'll be 30-minute close, yes, precisely. But we kind of want to close above here. You know how we want to close. Like this type of close is not going to do much for us, right? This is why we just need to wait. Hey man, what's the thing that completely different about trading that every beginner thinks? Expectations. I think everyone comes in, like, tell me who came into trading with low expectations? I'll be honest, I didn't. I didn't come into trading with low expectations. Right? I came with very high expectations and burnt myself. So how many people came with high expectations and got fucked with that? I did. I came in with really good expectations and got taught a lesson very hard. I'll tell you. And then that just made it even harder for me because then I felt demotivated, right? So it just makes the journey super hard. So I think as a beginner, if someone is there to tell you like, hey, come in with no expectations, like just trade as a process, and if you make money, it's great, I think you'll be the most successful trader. Like I did it with a friend. I did an experiment with a friend. I told a friend, here, I'll show you how to trade, blah, 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 blah. Man is messaging me, he's like, yeah, look, I just took this trade. I'm like, whoa, 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 why? He's like, yeah, it's good. I'm like, holy shit. Now, obviously, he stopped because there's no drive, because there wasn't expectancies. But the time I'd see progression like this, man. 1 month already having profitability, which is nuts to me. It's nuts to me. Low funds, high expectations. Yeah, even worse, right? Even worse to have low funds, high expectations. Need to pin a message. Anyone know what time in the stream I started that speech? Anyone know what time in the stream I started that speech? Can someone tell me? I want to just write a message. Today I passed my 200k funded account. Amazing, man. Amazing, amazing. Congrats to you. Brother, I'm up by 2% in phase 1 of 50k. Give me some advice. Slow and steady wins the race. Right? Just keep doing. Slowly and surely and following the plan, and that's it, man. It's really not rocket science. Just don't break your psychology. Don't break your psychology. Hey Harry, it's been a minute. I'm on futures now, so 9:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. New York time is the schedule. Just few of these, but good night. Oh, amazing. Good to see you, man. 10:03. Thank you, thank you. I wonder 10:03 on stream is like how long into stream? How would I calculate that? Let's see. $26.15, yeah, but that will keep changing, that $26.15. I'll just put it like this. Also, this week, giveaway week, Friday giveaway week. I'm looking forward to it. Goal was to be 700 viewers for giveaway week, but obviously we need to work on that. Harry, you made me think it's impossible to be profitable long term. Why did that? It's impossible to be profitable long term. Why did I make you think that? Should be the opposite, man. Oh, you're just joking. You took GJ sells, GJ buys yesterday, right? You made money. You took GJ sells today, you made money. Following a process. It's not impossible. Well, might be impossible in your eyes. It's impossible for people who give up, I'll tell you that much. That's what I've discovered. It is impossible that way. Hi, why you consider candle closes for marking levels? Because when it's open, it can keep flipping up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. So you can't rely on that. Can't rely. All right, bit of rejection here coming through. Again, we want to get below here for sells. GU still dumping. Let's see how GU is doing. Yeah, GU is making its way down. I don't know what's below the 4-hour support here. Since we hit target, it's very hard. This could be a liquidity grab zone, right? 4-hour support can be a liquidity grab zone. So this is exactly where we can pick liquidity if it wanted to. We have to be careful here, right? We're selling ultimate lows after a 100 pip push on GU, which is not fun. Yeah, I'd expect it to test somewhere into here before further rejection. This would be the retest spot, somewhere into where this move originally started from, right? So it has a bit of space more to come down. That's where I'd expect it to maybe start its rejection. If not, make its way lower. If we get structure here, I'll take sells. What caused the move on GJ? Bank of England. Bailey spoke. Bailey had a speech today. Even same on GJ, we're moving down. GJ actually has some open range here. So if we can leave, see, we don't have higher time frame levels on GJ. So selling GJ below my little box here actually looks quite good. Actually looks quite good into London Open here. London Open in around 30 minutes. But if we can start to leave this, it looks quite good just to trade high volume. And we approach it the exact same way that I was saying. Fast. If you're not fast, don't enter. You have to be fast. It will make you wait for top wick, flip, break of low, no continuation, I get out. Very simple approach I'm doing. Very simple approach. And that's it. Because we have seen continuation but no follow through. So if I'm not seeing the follow through, I'm not being part of it. It's very simple. I'm joining late today, but if possible you haven't, can you please run me through your thoughts on gold? Yeah, gold right now is stuck inside this range. We want it to either close below here, possibly we can sell to the lows of the range, or we want it to leave the range. Can't wait to close 0.5 hour and let it run for 20 hour, then leave a percentage running. It's always okay that way then, right? If you want it, because that will make it up for you, right? Or don't close, just be break even then. Right? Hold. If you have a plan to hold more, I'm just adapting to the current market conditions. Like you can, there's so many different factors you can do. Leave 25% running just to be part of it. There's a lot of things. Is there setup 2 on gold? No, not yet. Now buys on GJ is going to be above these highs. After this liquidity grab, I'm happy with buys above the highs. That rhymes. Who's messaging me here? Nice, nice. At Tradesharpe. What's happening? What's his question? What's his question? My trading journal looking like a range. It's actually, this is the best stage to be in. I'll tell you why. all caps. This is the last step before profitability. All he needs is feedback. Right, so what can be causing the B stage? This is a great stage. I stuck in this stage for like 6 months. 6 months, made money, came back, made money, came back. Now there's always these the way coming back, like for me looking at this, I'd assume this is risk management. You can see very conservative break even, takes a small win, takes a loss, loses confidence, big losses. You see, so this is kind of looking, I'd need to see his journal, but look at the win. Lose confidence, break even, big loss, big loss. Again, loses confidence, takes a few break evens, sees those break evens play out, confidence is back, big win. Confidence is back, big win. Takes a small loss, this is the way we want it, right? Takes another big win. Then hits a big loss, no problem, gains it back. Now feeling a bit uncomfortable, big loss. Very, very, very common. This stage, if you remove these two factors here, right? If you remove these two factors and look at the chart like this, oh, I don't want circle, right? If you remove these two factors and look at it like this, you can see the vision there. Need confidence in this stage, right? So if he can build confidence here and then slowly come up again, come back down, slowly come up, boom. It's just allowing not those heavy drawdowns, not allowing these big drops. Because look what happens, boom, big drop. And that's what just brought him back in the break-even stage. Now he was able to recover himself, right? That's what part of being the break-even stage is, you're able to recover, but it's only that big drop that cost him. You see the difference? I was able to trade the current 15-minute candle, but I didn't because there was a small range to the right. On what pair, brother? What pair? You have to let me know what pair. Whenever time you ask something, you have to ask what this. Your all-time high always acts like a resistance in your trading? Yes, psychological barrier, natural. It's natural to happen. The 30-minute close bullish here. We did have a doji bullish candle. Next one closes in 19 minutes. 15-minute candle is about to close in 4 minutes. Nice liquidity grab. Stop loss is pretty big though. If we were to get above 42 pips, not fun. 5-minute structure is not there. We're just consolidating at the moment. If we break out of this consolidation range, we could get some upside movement. Talking about GJ, no, I don't think there's too much of an opportunity right now. Sells is going to be below my little box here. Buys, we'll see above these highs here. We'll see above these highs for the buys. Above the highs for the buys. GU5 closing below 4-hour support, no continuation. Yeah, because 5-minute not enough, right? This is what I mean. Wait for, we don't have anything closing. You need, this is 4-hour support. Target is met on GU. Target is met. There's no sells. This is what I said from the beginning. There's no sells. Target met. Same like yesterday, GJ up at 4-hour resistance. There's no buys till we leave the 4-hour resistance. Which time frame do you use to trade Forex, BTC, gold? Use all, but entry time frames for me are done on 15 minute. 15 minute most of the time, 30 minute I don't mind as well. We'll have to see how this candle closes here. Could be interesting. About 1 minute here till it closes. 50 pips stop loss. We'll see if we can get a bottom wick stop loss or 5 minute structure. How about key level? Idea would be to get to the key level and push past, right? Depends how we close. A lot of 1 minute clean candles here, not good. So I would like to see a very deep bottom wick on next candle would be something good. At least a bottom wick to retest previous highs, at least something like that. We could even keep stop loss back inside the range somewhere. Rely on it just not coming back in the range, right? Use range as protection. Then you're running like 20 pip SL. And then no continuation, like I said, you have to be fast. This is like the close above we wanted. Only thing we're missing now is the bottom wick, right? Well, the close, but it's high chance we're gonna close. Good bottom wick here, and then continuation we would look for, right? That's gonna be the plan. So we've opened no bottom wick to begin with, so that's fishy. Why is it fishy? Because we don't have 5 minute structure. We don't have 1 minute structure really. If this is just going to push no bottom wick and just range up here, then next trade we're going to take is above key level here. But we need liquidity grab. We have liquidity grab here, but we just need that bottom wick. I don't want to run 50 pip stop loss. I think that's a lot to ask with the way we've seen London. 47 pips is like somewhere up here. It's a lot to ask in a couple of candles. It will probably take more than a day. We also don't have the 30-minute closing strong bullish, so we still have that to happen, right? Even with bottom wick, we run 50 pip stop loss. No, I would adjust stop loss. I would put it just back in the range, because then I would expect. Did you hear my speech I had early on? It's a very important speech. Yeah. So, because what have we been seeing? If this doesn't follow through right now, it's not going to push. It's it. Game over. Right? That's how it's just been working in London. So that's exactly what we'd want to run, right? So why do we need to run 50 pip stop loss if there's no follow through and we're getting out anyways? Because then we're just going to make it harder to get any type of risk to reward, right? And that's exactly what's been happening. Impulse BE, yeah, we'd be running a kind of impulse BE because that's all we've been seeing. But if there is going to be follow through, it's going to push. And we're going to have a tighter stop, so we're going to get our risk to reward much easier. Right? We're going to get that positive risk to reward much easier. Oh, I wrote very trader. I need to write every trader. See, this is what I'm talking about. No bottom wick. Needs to make its bottom wick. Thank you, lazy programmer, for the subscribe. Appreciate you subscribing to the fam here. Welcome to the channel. Hope you can find some value on the channel. A lot of good videos there for you to watch. What's the significance of having a bottom wick? Exactly this. Most candles do make a bottom wick, and if you don't wait for one, this is what happens here, right? Look what happens. So this is uncomfortable drawdown because price has gone up first and now going down. So was that move up to grab liquidity and now I'm stuck? Or was that move like now I'm stuck, right? Because now if this 15 closes bearish, my whole position's screwed. Because your entry is going to be up here and you're sitting in drawdown not knowing it's going to flip. But if it makes a bottom wick and then flips, that's kind of uncertainty is gone. Because now if it's coming back inside the range, you're kind of like, it's coming back inside the range, now I have a problem. You know, I can then manage. Instead of here, you're just hoping it reflips. What happens if it flips now? Well, depends, right? Because we've made a high. So it can flip up here, retest, and then come back down. It needs to re-break its own high. If it's going to continue, it needs to re-break its own high. Right? But now you have 5-minute fake out back in the range potentially. Harry, one New York session, 1,000 viewers will be achieved? No, it won't. But next week, fine. As a deal, next week I'll stream New York. I will stream New York on Wednesday as a gift for you guys. Next week, New York, I will stream. And I'll show you. I assume maybe 300 people will show up. We are great. We are London kings here. That's great. Thank you, Harry. I stream New York in the private group every single Wednesday anyways. Yesterday we had New York session in the private group. NY is a lot. 1,000 definitely. Okay, we'll see. 5-minute close back in this range, but not in the first range. So this is the structure we wanted anyways. The more and more I see this develop, the more and more I like the idea of just getting above key level as well and putting stop below the structure form. Right? Your trade for the day. Let's see what you're cooking on NAS. Oh, amazing. Bull break failed, quick stop out. Yeah. And then you retried the idea. What was your higher time frame confirmation here? I always need higher time frame confirmation. I know you're sending screenshot, but we need to see higher time frame confirmation. So make sure to send the higher time frame, as that's going to be very important as well to have higher time frame confirmation. Streaming today and why? No, it's going to be next week. We'll do it next week. Too much news this week. We have NFP, ADP, no point of streaming NY with unemployment claims, ISM, PMI, tomorrow's NFP. It's like too much. It's like, why should I do that? New York has been clean. I wish you guys on YouTube could have seen how New York has been for us. Obviously, you don't get the full picture in the group, but no, New York has had some good moves, kept me afloat, and kept me pushing here. Now we know the action plan for London. I can't wait. Just waiting for the next position now. Obviously, today making it a little bit difficult since we had major news before our session. It's always difficult as a trader to trade after such a heavy news move here, because price could take its time wanting to range, wanting to form structure. And we might have to just be patient for that, but we are, right? We're not holding this drawdown right now. This is what I was talking about, right? Fake outs because no bottom wick. Like, take the value in what we're avoiding here. The uncertainty of no bottom wick, boom, now you're holding drawdown. I'm uncomfortable with that. I mean, if you're running 50 pip stop loss, it's an intraday position, it's completely different, but it's just going to be boring. If you are to run that type of intraday position, I recommend you leave the charts. That would be the best way, is you take it and leave the charts. Otherwise it's going to be too emotional. Just let it do its thing. Like, that's the only way you can do that. I like to trade after a fake out. It's 90% win rate. Yeah, after fake outs is nice. This was also a nice liquidity grab here, fake out. How many trades should a trader take per day? As many as positions allow them on the chart that follow your plan. It has to follow your plan. Right? It has to follow your plan. For me, I don't like to take more than 3 trades. Harry, if we get a weak bearish, is it possible set up 3? It could be, yes. But at that point, you might as well just wait for above 500, because where you're going to enter set up 3, you're going to enter it breaking this high. When it breaks this high, you're right next to there. Might as well just wait for a little 5-minute above that and boom, take it. You're absolutely right. I got my biggest wins when I leave the chart and make 1 to 3 RR easily. Yes, especially when you're looking for bigger moves. I hate to stay at the chart because you're looking for a bigger picture. I even, for my swing account, for the swing trades I've been taking, like these trades, I'll show you one of the trades if this let me close. One of the trades came very close to my stop loss over days, but I have it on a separate account, so I was not even influenced, right? Like this swing trade here. Oh, sorry, this is my analysis. This swing trade here, look how close this came to my stop loss here. This one here. Like I entered here, stop was above the high. I want to show you guys. Look, I entered here, stop loss was above the high. Look at, this is where my stop loss was. This is how close it came to stop loss. And remember, this is a 4-hour time frame, huh guys? This is 4-hour time frame. So this is 4, 8, 12, 16, 24. Like that's a day of just drawdown, holding sideways. Good thing I was paid positive swaps. And then finally started going into profit for, you know, 180 pips or so. So this is on a whole different account. So I don't get influenced by that. Because imagine you have to sit and watch that. It's not going to be too good, is it? All right, now we're forming some interesting price action. Structure starting to be formed. S3 could be clean with this 1-hour close. Yeah, 5 minutes, 1-hour close. Even this 5-minute could be interesting here. 5-minute wick fill potential as well. Continue up. That's more of your aggressive break even. How big stops? 15 there, not bad. Your aggressive option, no follow through. That's it, game over. Especially if this can make a deep bottom wick. If this retests here and flip, that would be insane. Or anywhere like if it can flip. 1 hour looks strong bullish. Yeah, I like if this deeper retest here. Deeper retest and flip, I might be interested here, depending on how close it is to the 1 hour. Depending how close. Yeah, that would interest me. What's gold doing quickly? Yeah, we went up a little bit more. Let's do it. Yeah, it looks like it's giving the deeper retest, but if it gets too close to 1 hour, I'm waiting for 1 hour. It's just going to be better. Because we have to also worry about 1 hour bottom wick, right? We have to worry about 1 hour bottom wick. So might as well wait, right? So this is something I'm noticing. Deep bottom wicks are being very beneficial in this market. So with 2 minutes here, I'm just going to wait for the 1 hour, regardless if it flips now. If it flips now, it does look juicy, I have to say. But again, it's not really I'm not comfortable so close to the 1 hour. I think we can agree with that. I think we need 1 hour. Yeah, especially with this now. GBP USD also coming down. This 1 hour close is going to be important. If we close weak, hey, it's not looking the best for buyers, and we've just avoided a fake out, which is also very beneficial. How crazy would it be, guys, to sell this? Huh? Mixed bias. That's what I was talking about earlier on, how this high has to be respected. This high has to be, I'm not respect. This high has to be broken. If it is respected, you know. Off for a long weekend. See you Tuesday. All right, Dave. Take care, brother. One hour is being weak. It is being weak at the moment. Oh, we'll see. We'll see. 57 seconds, but it's looking weak. It is looking weak. I think we need another 15-minute close above. That would be a simple setup. 30-minute is closing, not the strongest. You want to see 30-minute close above here, to be honest, is where you'd want to see 30-minute close. Still has 30 seconds to do so. Gold, I wonder how gold is going to close here on the 1 hour. 1 hour looking like bullish. 30-minute, 15-minute closing bearish, but the 1 hour bullish like this is not good for sells. GU on the other hand, looking like it wants to give some sort of continuation. To be honest, GU sells do look very interesting here. Quite like the idea of GU sells below 4 hour support now. No bottom wick, I mean no top wick. So same story of what happened before with no top wicks. See how GJ did? GJ closed back inside the range, currently making a top wick. What size is this range? Here's 1.6 pips. 21, wow. 21 is nuts. Yeah, daily level is there as well, but 21 pips is nuts, right? You'd have to run current candle stops. That doesn't give you much playing room, right? You have daily around 8 pips away. Current candle stops is the only option, but it is risky. But with that follow through, right? With that follow through idea, it could be an option. Yeah, only way to enter that is current candle stops right now. I wonder if we have enough volume. This daily has been crossed with a wick, but it is previous daily support. How's volume defined in Forex? Just timing, but the problem is if you run 15-minute stops here, it's hard to ask for 21 pips plus, you know, when your range here. So volume is defined by range. Volume is defined by range. So obviously our range is going to determine if we can fill it. So with here, unless you run current candle stops, which is about 8 pips, then it makes sense to 4-hour support, which is about 8 pips. You get your 1-to-1. But you need current candle stops, and again, that aggressive break-even idea. This one's a little bit too far-fetched for that idea, since we're selling absolute lows here. Not something I personally want to do right now, but is an option of how that would look, right? And you just be aggressive break-even, right? You just be aggressive break-even, but the only way you can't even, there's no structure stops. You're just running stops above current candle high, and taking a bit of a gamble that price is gonna just push through here. GJ is starting to range. One hour respected this resistance here. 30-minute close weak. Internet dropped out. Stream still on. Looks like it. Bias bearish on gold here. Five-minute candle closing below. Wonder if this could be an option for us to sell. Seems like it's extending too far. Yeah, that's extended a bit far. Oh wow, GU made it to the 4-hour support. Yeah, current candle high stops was good. Damn, what's going on? Current candle high stops was good here. This is aggressive though. I was hesitating because of 4-hour supports. Well, you would hesitate because of hard BE now, not even negotiating. Yeah, if you took it, congrats. You would be break even. We did discuss about that. Current candle stops. This is your 1-to-1. If I was you, I wouldn't be greedy and just call it TP. You're done. You're done. You're done. Give me a sec, someone keeps ringing my bell. Yeah, you see how that gives you that 1-to-1 and then reverses from 4-hour support? That's the point. So the only way this trade makes sense is how? Stop loss aggressive above current high. But if we use that idea I discussed, see, and this is the adaptation we're making. If we use this idea, right? If we use this idea that I discussed, right, of how we can be aggressive, straight push and then break even, yeah, then your stop can be more aggressive. Now this I think is very aggressive, especially us being at higher time frame targets here. You know, you can see we're at double higher time frame targets, but there you go, right? That's a little trade if you're looking to take an opportunity there. A little 1-to-1, right? So congrats to those who got it. What's GJ doing? Trying to reverse here. Sami took it. Bogdan, I think, took it. Nice, nice. I had the big stops. Oh, okay. Yeah. I think that's safer. But again, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about, that the big stops, they're just not giving you that risk reward, right? So you can't. That's what I'm saying, right? That's why we've been sitting out positions, because... But if we adapt to that plan, do you understand the plan now? Right? Yeah. Stop loss has to be above, yeah, current. You see what I mean? Just to make it work. That's what I'm saying has to be different. Gold just rejected. Nothing really much happened on gold 30-minute here. 15 did push down though. If this 15 didn't close above, then yeah, this would be nice. I was actually looking again for that 5-minute close below. You guys remember, for the sells would have been nice actually. How big was, let's say we just took it off 15, relied today, bearish bias 22. Oh yeah, perfect 1-to-1. All right, so that was an option. GJ now starting to melt. Let's see how this 15-minute candle closes in 3 minutes, right? Might close below. Then we can do the same idea that happened on GU, we can do on GJ. Top wick and look for continuation. Aggressive break even. 1-to-1 and be done. I took gold setup 2, 1 hour and 30 respected. Yes, I do think it was an option there based on 15. I saw 5-minute closing in 30 seconds. I said, I'll just wait. And it was obviously too late. I didn't prepare my lot size or anything. I was actually concentrated on potentially GU there. When we start trade, we've been trading, brother. 2 options you've missed. There was gold sales I discussed. There was GU sales I discussed. People in the exclusives are taking it. I can see. I can see. So you've missed 2 options. You need to be listening. You've had 2 opportunities to make money. If you're not comfortable taking those options, learn. You don't lose anything for learning. Understand why they worked out, how it was. It's all dependent on your risk parameters. What you're comfortable with, what you're not, right? Funny thing is, he's still not listening. Probably, bro, probably. $183 likes on stream. Oh, likes been going down. We used to get 300, but that's okay. As long as people are showing up and enjoying here. Pretty good in terms of price action today. We saw some clean moves here. It had to be more on the aggressive side. As you can see, I'm just being a little bit, you know, getting on my feet, but some people are happy to go aggressive and it's paying up. Slow week. I think today was fine. Beginning of the week, obviously. Today was fine. There was some options with my new adaptation in the market. Of course, I'm going to let the first day watch my adaptation play out. I'm not going to jump into anything, but it's working. It's working. I told you guys, being more aggressive, more looking for price to just give you the follow through, not respect structure, is what's working. I'm being aggressive with that break even. So let's see how GJ forms here. See how GJ forms, because the same concept can be applied on GJ right now potentially. 43 seconds for this candle to close. So what we need close below and then big top wick and then flip. That's it. That's interesting. How did it close on your guys' broker? On my broker, it closed like 0.01 pips below. This closed 0.01 pips below on my broker. Same. Would you take a sell based on 50-minute closing bearish and daily 4-hour being on gold, a retest setup, valid or not? Yes, the sell that was valid was the sell that came, the setup 2 sells. Right? Those sells. So this is a good top wick. No bottom wick. I look at this. Okay, I did execute on that, like I said, on the flip, but I am already break even because no follow through means no entry. Stop loss was 13 pips here, going with that idea. If I can get 12 or something, I'll be happy. Come on. 1-to-1 I'm looking for. Done, hit. I'm out. That's the aggressive style. Secured 15 pips there. Well done. Here's the trade. Here's the trade. See how much I secured. Yeah, not bad. There's the trade. Took it and secured at the wick low. Quick one. That's the adaptation. Look at that, guys. So, yeah, that's how it is now. 13 pips like that. Stop loss, 13 pips. Above current candle wick. Same idea. Told you you had to be fast. I warned you. Yeah. Holy crap. I can't believe I've solved that. Holy crap. Tell you what, it feels good, guys. So that's it. It is faster pace, guys. You know, you'll have to get used to it, but I did it lol. Well done, well done. Let me know in chat if you are fast enough. Some of you guys won't be, yeah, you won't be used to it. I know, it's a different adaptation. It's not slow. I know. I know it's weird, but trust me, I did really good work on this. Like, I told you I was cooking last night. I saw it happen on GU. It gave me confidence. And now you guys can all learn from it. You talk the talk and walk the walk. Thank you, thank you. Harry, I always execute from your phone and not on PC because I'm on stream and it's actually faster for me because I can zoom in, click, boom, take the trade and be done. I'm 48 years old. You're 48 years young. There's a difference. There's a difference. There's a difference. So yeah, nice little one-to-one. Harry, was this full risk? I remember the talk we had yesterday. It was. It was. I just went without thinking. Bro, I told you I cooked yesterday. But if you see, I closed. So this gave me like, I'd say 1.2% in terms of 1% being 1,000. This is 1.2 I got. 1,200. It closed below. Aren't you on IC? It did close below for me on IC. I'll show you the line. I'll draw the line and show you. What server are you on? Yeah, check this out. Zoom in on this. But that's what I mean, no follow through, because how would we typically take this, guys? We would typically take this like this. Look, we would say, okay, we need to put stop loss above the high, right? When we put stop loss above the high, we would still be holding because it's not enough to close. Maybe we'd be break even now. I saw it happen on GU, gave me the confidence to try this, especially with this big top wick. If it gave no top wick, there's no entry. That's how mine looked. Let's have a look, bro. Oh, wow. Yeah. A little bit different than mine. And you're open on a gap up. I didn't have even this gap. This is different. Could this be C trader? What is your server you're on? Right now I am on, what server are you on? Seems like little manipulation. I'm on London. Okay, I'm not on London server. I'm on Frankfurt, FRK. FRK. Where's your stops? Like I said, current candle high. Same as the GU position, guys. Same as what Sammy took GU, but that just gave me confidence to execute it on GJ. Same thing, same thing. Selling around 193.40, RR would have been a lot higher, around 193.40. Yeah, but I wasn't looking for sells from there. Mine closed below, but the next candle opened 4.6 pips higher. Yeah, this is the same close. Yeah, this is the same close I got. But yeah, this with me was no bottom wick. Made a top wick, and then on the break of the lows as always. I'm still holding. Yeah, this is still running. Stop look like this. Lost confidence with variance in the chart. This is something you have to get used to, but there's a lot to learn from this, right? There's a lot to learn from this, right? How I told you, yes, we had to make an adaptation, but it's not changing the plan. You guys will get used to it. Trust. It's only London. New York is not changed that, but you guys trust me. Just give it a day or so. You guys will get used to it. Feels good to break a streak. I'm telling you, last night, bro, I went mad last night. Bit lame with different charts. It is, but I would say I'm giving this a shot. Same as the GU position. So if you're just gonna trust my charts, which you guys can do, I think if I'm taking it, then might as well follow my charts, because that's what I've done. Yeah. So more options right now. More options would be looking for price to do what? Pull back, create resistance, you sell again. Simple. Simple, simple. You put stop orders? No, market execute. Market execute. Bro, I'd say just call it a day. Yeah, I'm just talking, giving you the next options here, because if this volume is going to continue, if you get pullbacks that respect here, you can look for sells. You can look for sells back down. Fuck's sake. Ooh, keeps coming. Just give me a sec, guys. Fucking someone keep ringing my bell. Look at gold. Gold actually worked out well. Set up twos. 1 second. Shame on that one. Then just trust my broker. It's been tried and tested. It's been tried and tested. By yourself, Harry? Obviously, I have to keep answering the bloody door, man. Hire a maid or something. And GJ still continued here. Yeah, this was a very, very, very nice retest to previous 4-hour support. Gave me the confidence, retest the previous top of this range, and then continue down. And then adapting to that, because I didn't know, no follow through. I wonder if this would have given you a 1-to-1. I'd like to see. Full stops 37 pips, 30 pips. You see, it's harder to get to it. If I actually held this, man, this would be insane risk to reward. So that's interesting. Because we've seen, if it's not following through, it's reversing anyways. So why do we need to? If we're going to be aggressive anyways, then no need to hold stops. This is stops only there if it's going to come down, break, and then reverse and be done. I want to be done anyways. I want to be done anyways. No top wick on gold. Yeah, there was this sell here. I was waiting for a 5 instead, but it pushed through already. Oh, GU did not follow through here. It respected 4-hour support like a king. All GBP going to hell? It is. I think GJ is dropping. GJ is dropping. So I think even with the big stops, if you ran at big stops, you would have even got your 1-to-1. But how can we know that? We have not been seeing that. Yeah, eventually you would have got your 1-to-1, but it's a lot more to ask for. Lot more to ask for. I wish if I held that today, holy shit. That would have been big. I'll take it. I will take it. Alright guys, I think we learned a lot today. I'm gonna go chill with the guys in the exclusive. A lot to learn for today. A lot to learn from today. And yeah, you can see how sometimes you need times in the market to go reanalyze and make sure to get your focus back on. Build confidence, which is what happened today. Focused a lot on myself and focused on what's going on, adapted to it. Saw it happen on GU, brought me confidence, tried it on GJ. And we saw the results there very fast, but this is how it is. And it will take time for people who are not used to get used to it. But remember, take that as an advantage that this is the power I have as a trader and being able to adapt in the market. Now, obviously, you guys who haven't seen me do this before, you'll have to get used to it to be ready. But you didn't know about it anyways till today, so you need time to learn and to adapt into this. So really take that as an advantage that, hey, it looks like there's going to be stuff we're going to be doing more of right now. So I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, you know, this is exactly what I'm going to be looking for. So do you live every day? Yes, we are live Monday to Friday. And yeah, through thick and thin, we show up and we get shit done. So this is how it is. I appreciate everyone showing up to stream. And yeah, I hope that we can get, you know, a little bit less intensive type positions and slowly claw our way back. Slowly but surely we'll start to run it up here. So yeah, good start. I think sells on GU now, if you guys are looking for sells, there's going to be more sells below this support here. Just draw a box here. Actually, there's a wick to fill here, so that wick could be fine. Just want to see, one sec. My camera died anyways, so it's telling me to get off stream. I just want to see the wick. Yeah, we did tap it, so I think sells on a close below is going to be fine since we've already tapped it. And then looking on gold here, yeah, pull back and then close below here. Simple opportunity. You're going to look for pullbacks and then closes below here. Boom. So let this pull back. Even if you can get the opportunity for it to pull back and then create the same setup 2 again, you can go again. That's going to be the plan, right? So yeah, that's the plan here. Appreciate you all. Take care, trade sharp, and hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. Peace. See you guys.